and welcome to Realeconomy. Millions of children in Europe are at risk of poverty and social exclusion. The EU has an initiative called the Child Guarantee, which aims to stamp out child poverty, and national governments have just submitted their action plans on how to make it happen. One of the targets is the social inclusion of Roma children. Fanny Gore headed to Croatia, where a pilot programme is helping families keep their children in education.
I'm in the region of northern Croatia, in the region of Međimurje, where a large part of the country's Roma community lives, often separated from the rest of the population. Here, more than 90% of children grow up in precarious conditions. In the Roma settlement of Koršanec, I meet Andrea, coordinator for a pilot program funded by the European Commission in partnership with UNICEF. Together we visit Snežana, who lives in this makeshift house. She participates in a workshop set up in the neighborhood to learn how to communicate better with her children.
I see the change. When my children are at the workshop, they play, they draw, they have everything they need. When we get home, they ask me to do the same thing, and we do it again.
At the workshop, Snežana learns about child psychology, how to create a balanced relationship with her children, and establish a positive routine.
When I was a child, there were arguments between my parents. I said to myself that my children would never endure this, and that I will take good care of them, so that they can go to school and always be clean.
Roma children are amongst the most precarious in Europe. 85% are at risk of poverty, compared to 24% for the rest of European children. Andrea underlines the importance of these types of activities.
We are strengthening skills of the parents and competencies, to create better opportunities for children, to communicate with them better.
The pilot program also opened an informal education and play space for children aged 3 to 6. Bojana, who also speaks Romani language with her children, loves coming here.
I bring them to the workshop so that the children can socialize. They can talk and learn to speak Croatian. Because when they start going to school, it will be easier for them. I would like my children to have what I didn't get, to finish school, to have a job.
While 1 year of preschool education is compulsory in Croatia, only 30% of Roma children receive it, compared to more than 80% of other Croatian children.
Many of Roma parents think their children are too young to enroll in preschool because they have at home someone who can take care of them. The other reason is the services are expensive. Although there is some funding by the states, maybe sometimes parents are not aware of this.
The European Union finances many programs for children like this one, particularly thanks to the European Social Fund Plus. Before leaving the country, I have a video call with a young man based in Berlin. Today, he is a policy analyst for an international publishing house. However, Benjamin grew up in a Roma settlement like Koršanec.
My name is Benjamin. It was a lucky thing that my parents and my older brother taught me how to read, write, and do some basic math. Seeing how the Roma community in general get treated by the society, I realized education and financial freedom are my only hope to break the system.
Thanks to his family and teacher support, and thanks to scholarships, Benjamin studied in the United States and at Oxford.
It had a huge impact on my life when my teachers kind of helped me navigate through my decisions. So school directors and teachers bear a big responsibility in this.
Quality public education, a better family and social environment, this is what the European Child Guarantee advocates.
One of the ways of implementing the Child Guarantee is with money from the European Social Fund Plus. And countries with the highest levels of child poverty must spend at least 5% of the funds they receive on tackling this. Now, with more on the Child Guarantee, here's your crash course.
1 in 4 children in Europe live in households at risk of poverty and social exclusion. They are more likely to drop out of school and less likely to find a decent job, meaning their children, in turn, are more likely to grow up in poverty. The EU's European Child Guarantee aims to break this cycle, putting into actions the European Pillar of Social Rights in Childcare and Support to Children. Launched in March 2021, the guarantee sets out access to free education, healthy school meals, health care, and decent housing for all children. 1 year after the launch, EU countries have to submit their national action plans to the European Commission, explaining how they will put the child guarantee into action. They'll then have to report back on their progress every 2 years.
Next, I'm going to be speaking to Jenna Hainsworth, the Secretary General of Eurochild, a network of organisations that work with vulnerable children, to get her take on where we're at with the child guarantee and putting it into practice. The deadline for governments to submit their national action plans has passed. How hopeful are you that with these we'll see the child guarantee being implemented?
Very important milestone. The national action plans are still coming in. Some are ambitious, some lack ambition. The child guarantee must not remain a commitment on paper. We want to see those national action plans being live documents, regularly updated, regularly reviewed. It requires collaboration across all the different ministries that are responsible. And very importantly, it requires involvement of the people who will be directly concerned by the policies. So we want to see involvement of the NGOs, but also the communities, the families, the children that are going to be receiving services.
We've all seen the heartbreaking images of families fleeing the war in Ukraine. What needs to be done for these children now and in the years to come?
In any war, children are the ones that pay the highest price. And right now it's really difficult to comprehend the enormity of the devastation. Obviously, the most important thing is their lives, the humanitarian corridors, getting them out into safety. Member states will undoubtedly need to respond, and we are very keen that the national action plans take account of this latest challenge and make sure that the services and the investments that they make are going to be inclusive of the new migrants coming in from Ukraine.
Many thanks for your time and for being with us here on Real Economy.
Thanks for inviting us.